Hey guys, and welcome to Big Red Overland. This is one of my first YouTube videos, so just bear with me. Got Masha here. It's like 33 degrees outside. It's a little cold, but I wanted to do a quick review of this. This is the Devos LightRanger 2000, and I was so thoroughly impressed with it, and I use it so often that I want to turn as many people onto it as possible. So this is the Devos LightRanger 2000. They make a 1200 lumen, a 2000 lumen, a 4000 lumen, and I think there's like a mini one, 800, something like that. But the 2000 I think is kind of like their main one, besides the 400, which is I think more geared to like commercial uses. So this is the 2000. Anyway, comes in this really nice carry case bag with a strap and everything like that. You get in the bag a charging cable and some ground stakes in this little pouch here, which is attached to this bag, and then the actual LightRanger and the tripod. My buddy has the 1200, and the tripod's not built like nearly as nice as this one. I think, like I said, this is kind of the more flagship model here. The LightRanger itself, the head here, you can pop this off. So it's cool because they come with a ton. They make a whole bunch of different accessories. Sorry, my fingers are really cold here. They make a whole bunch of different accessories for this. There's mounts you can hang it from. You can kind of use this like a lantern. They make a battery pack that goes on top, a solar panel, charger. There's a little like camping table that you can fix to the tripod. All kinds of different accessories for this. What's cool about the 2000 over the 1200, and I don't know about the mini, is this has a red light, an amber light, and then just the white light. So you get all those different colors built right into this, and you can control it with the app that you can download on your phone, and it's actually a really nice app. When we put this up later tonight, I'll show you the app and I'll show you how it works. The 1200 does not have an app. It's not Bluetooth, and to change the colors you have to use like slip-on plastic filters, whereas this one, like I said, it's all built in. So you can turn it on just with the button on there and extend it. You can also change the modes. There's the amber, there's the red, and turn on and off different sides of it using the button here or on the app on your phone, which I'll show you later. You got the tripod, and like I said, it's a pretty solid one. The legs pop out and they're retained really well. I don't know how much you can see on the camera here. I might be coming out of frame a little bit. Let me get this set up here, even just on the table, and I'll pick up the camera. So we can kind of get a good look at it. So that's it kind of on the table, and obviously you can extend way higher, which I'll show you tonight when I actually set it up and show how it's used. But this is kind of the daytime rundown of it. It's a really solid light. The first night I brought it out, I had it set up by the fire, and Masha, say hi Masha. I had it set up by the fire, and she wrapped the leash around the base of it and pulled it over, and it slammed into the ground. And I don't know if I can get it on camera, but there's just a little tiny scratch on it, and that was about the only thing that happened to it. That is literally the only thing that happened to it. So they're a little pricey. They're slightly over $200. I think closer to about $250 as of the time of recording this right now. I didn't check on their website for the 2000, but it's 100% worth it. It's a solid light. The battery lasts forever. It lasts well overnight. You can probably, I would say you could probably get 2 nights out of it before you have to recharge it. And then it's got USB-C charging. It comes with the charger. I charge it right off my Bluetti in the truck. And again, I think it's well worth the price. And I'm even going to post a link below where you can use a code and get 10% off. So that'll help a little bit, but it's worth the investment. This is a solid piece of gear. There's a few things that I have that I'm going to make videos on that are like what I consider game changers for being out here and doing the camping, overlanding thing. This is one of them for sure, hands down. Everyone I've showed this to says, holy crap, that's awesome. And they usually end up picking one up. In fact, my buddy who turned me on to Devos had the 1200, and then I picked up the 2000, and he's since sold his 1200 and ordered the 2000. I'll show you guys how it runs at night, and then you can see for yourself. All right, so here it is at night, and I have it on the amber setting. I don't have it all the way telescoped. It can get a little bit taller than that, but here, let's take a few steps back here. And you can see just that one light lights up the camp spot pretty good. And then, so this is the phone app here. It's a little hard to pick up on camera. It's pretty nice. So you can pick the colors. So let's switch it to white. And there's the white light. As you can see, like this one light in the middle here lights up the whole campsite. And then switch it to red. You can do the red light there. I usually keep it on amber. I think that's nice. Like a nice warm glow. And then you can control the brightness. So we'll dim it down a little. Just like that. And then another really cool feature is you can select, like you can turn off certain bulbs. Of course, it's a little hard to tell on the camera. It doesn't really pick it up too good, but you can see a little bit. I can control, you can turn just one on. So like if I just want the light directed there, we'll put it on full blast and we can go to white. And then it just kind of lights up just the section you want. And you can light them all back up. It's pretty neat. And another feature, it has a timer. So you can have it just auto shut off at a certain time. And it's all Bluetooth. So you can be up there in the tent and you can just control it from your phone. You can turn it on and off. They make a motion sensor for it. So if something was to be walking around out here, it would kick it on, which is kind of cool. If you're worried about, you know, coyotes or bears or something getting into anything, which I heard a lot out here tonight. But yeah, I mean, I'm totally stoked with this. I think it works really great. So you can see the I don't know what emergency flashing is there, but auto off schedule, so you can set the time you want it to turn off. And I'll set it back to amber so I can just chill out here all night. The battery's going to last all night, and I'll just charge it during the day and use it again. Yeah, so I think it's really cool. I leave it just on this amber setting here, and it'll last all night. Tomorrow I'll charge it up and I can use it again. And honestly, this thing's kind of like a game changer. I have one of the bars off. There we go. Even in the amber, which is a little bit dimmer than the white, it lights up the whole camp spot. One last time, we'll come all the way back here so you can get a good view of it. And check that out. Nice, it's like perfect. And you can have, it looks like you can have more than one on the app here. So if you were to put a couple out, you could really light up your spot here. So yeah, if you want to pick one of these up, I have a link down below. Use code BigRedOverland and you can save some cash, and it helps out my channel. I'm trying to get YouTube up and started here. You can also check me out on Instagram and TikTok. Same name, Big Red Overland. And I appreciate any support. Kind of trying to live my dream out here, do this whole social media thing. So like, follow, subscribe, leave a comment, and Big Red Overland out.